Hey, what's up, Funker Squad? My name is Jan, and today I have a Muay Thai crew, an MMA coach, a former pro MMA fighter, a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu, a US Government Combatives Contractor, and what he's gonna talk about is the biggest mistake he's ever made in his coaching career. Now, this video is not super duper sexy. There's no gunfire, there's no explosions, but when I asked the core Funker Squad if they appreciated these kinds of videos, the resounding, overwhelming answer was yes. So here's another one. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please leave me a comment below so we can have a discussion. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please watch our body of work. And if you deem it worthy, please consider subscribing. We want to earn your subscription. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell so that you do not miss another video whenever we upload it. Now, without further ado, here's Ajahn Buck Grant, my good friend, dishing out the goods. Enjoy the video.
What's up, everybody? I'm Buck Grant, and I'd like to share with you the biggest mistake I ever made as a coach. This would have been about 15 years ago, and I had an amateur fighter that we were grooming for being a professional. And he was doing really good in the gym. He was smashing all of our pro fighters in training. And he decided to make the transition from jiu-jitsu over to mixed martial arts. So we put him in the cage a couple of times just to see where he was going to go. And very quickly, within a very short period of time, he went 5-0 as an amateur. He was beating everybody in the first round, strangling guys to death, taking their back or choking them out from his back. And at that point, we decided, since he was doing so well, we're going to send him pro. When we sent him pro, he quickly became an 0-3 professional fighter. Lost every fight, and all of them he lost when he went into the second round. And what I realized as a coach, the mistake I made was we didn't test him enough before we sent him to be a pro. And we mistake success for readiness. We thought that because he was winning, he was ready to move to the next level, but he had never been drug into the deep waters of combat. He always was winning his fights early, so we didn't know what he actually had in the long stretches of combat, whether he was going to fatigue both physically, mentally, emotionally, what kind of techniques he had if he couldn't drag the fight to the ground. We had no idea, but we looked at his success and thought he was ready. And that was an eye-opening thing for me that transitioned over to everything else I've ever done, whether it be training for myself or teaching other people, and getting people out of the idea of thinking that success means readiness. If you go into a classroom environment and you're tapping out everybody in a jiu-jitsu room, that doesn't necessarily mean you're getting better. That just means that whatever metric you're measuring and whatever you're measuring it against hasn't found an answer to it. But it doesn't mean that there isn't an answer to it. It doesn't mean there isn't a stressor out there that would counter what you have. And if fighters are really honest with themselves, they're not really looking to win. They're looking to take an honest assessment of their entire game and start to break them down and start seeking, where am I weak? Where could I use some more training? And if you're not sure where you're weak, then start looking where you haven't been. In other words, I have never fought a 15-minute fight. Asking yourself the question, can I fight for 15 or 25 minutes? Can I fight if the fight doesn't go my way? Am I always imagining it going the way that I want it to be, or am I constantly seeking to look, where could this go wrong, or where could I possibly go wrong in the future? How can I use my imagination to not only predict a great possible future or outcome, but where can I use my imagination to find my holes, the possible holes, and to be actively looking for that?
How does this apply outside of fighting?
I think it's just in your everyday world, we equate success in ways that aren't necessarily successful internally. If you're making a lot of money and that was the metric for you winning in life, but your health is falling apart, you're not getting any sleep, your relationships are breaking up, but you've checked all the boxes. You've checked all the boxes that everyone said you should be checking. Are you really winning, right? Have you ever asked yourself, what would it be like if I didn't have this, let's say, $1 million job, but I had more time on my hands? Or what if I spent the amount of work that I spent on my job, what if I poured that into my finances or my relationships? The idea of winning is not necessarily success, because you can win in a lot of different games in life that aren't necessarily going to fully express you as a human being. And that's where I found the most joy in it. I have found a lot of like winning in my life. And then I remember having a gym. Perfect example. I had one of the biggest mixed martial arts gyms arguably on the East Coast. Our guys were fighting in big shows like Bellator, UFC, Strikeforce at the time. Our gym was like 10,000 square feet. We had everything you can imagine. And I remember thinking that one day if I had this mega gym, I would be happy. And I remember walking into that gym one day and looking around and feeling miserable. Seeing everything that I thought would make me happy, that would be the win for me, and then realizing that it wasn't really the win. Why? Because I didn't have my own free time. I didn't have the power and control and freedom that I wanted because I had acquired 10 business partners who all had their own different idea of that. Every time I walked in there, I wasn't really teaching, I was managing a gym. So I wasn't actually expressing myself in the way that I wanted to. But in all fairness, I was winning. I was a big, successful business person making money and living the martial arts dream of validating your experience by saying, hey, look, mom and dad, hey, look, everyone around me, I'm making money so I can still go do this thing I love, right? And that was a big eye-opening part for me, and it changed my life when I was finally able to walk away from it.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Gian with another content, and again, shut up family, I'm trying to do work. Damn you, COVID. All right, okay, calm down. One of those, Funker Squash, shut up. Much for your commentary. Me, this sucks, Jesus. Hey, what's up? Shut up.
Funker Squash. Hey, what's up, Funker?
Get out of here. Pew, but again, a lot of knowledge, very deep. Kyra, I just saw you. Get out of here. Okay. These are the videos I personally, man, that's way too long. Way too long. So wordy. Just shut up. Just shut up, Paulo. Get it. What's up, everybody? He's a government. What's up? Ugh. Enjoy the video. Hi.
My name's Gian. Hey, I'm Gian, and I'm so